Good afternoon. This is Cody Cox with Bridge City Factors. And, I got to thinking, one of the things I get to do is I get to teach and maybe train a little bit to small business owners, talking about, one of the things, the components that I spend a lot of time talking about is you need to learn to spend more time on your job, or excuse me, on your business than in your business. Because if you're just in your business and working in your business, then you're just kind of a practitioner. Okay. But when you work on your business, then you actually can grow it and scale it. And so one of the things I try and teach is a very simple model that talks about trying to figure out how valuable are what you bring to the company and what your hourly wage is. And it's kind of a simple little calculation to just kind of figure out how much did I earn last year? And I would say, what's your gross revenues? How much were your gross revenues last year? And then how many hours did you spend in the job? And do that simple little math to figure out how much you are worth per hour. And again, I believe that it's not so much how much per hour, but what value you bring to that hour. And so oftentimes when you come up with that calculation, it's very simple to say, well, if what I need to do is less than what my average is, then maybe I should hire that out to somebody else that I can pay less to. But if what I need to do is higher than what that average is for my hour, then that's something I can do, because that's working on your business rather than in your business. Now, what got me thinking about that today is I was out there mowing my lawn. Okay, and mowing my lawn is one of those things that I could hire that out. I could have somebody come in and do my lawn for me, do all the things associated with that. Uh, but in this case, for me at least, and it may not be that for you, but for me at least, I like to mow the lawn because it gives me an opportunity to clear my head and clear my mind. Right now it's early Monday afternoon. I had a big weekend. I've been working hard for about the last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on things outside, not business related, but very important to my heart, kind of a calling, if you will. And I've got more to do this week. I've got a presentation I just got scheduled for on Wednesday. I've got another thing going on Thursday evening. I've got a Friday presentation. I'm going to speak to a group of small business owners. And on Saturday, I'm teaching a group of people who want to be business owners or trying to improve their financial situation and teach Rich Dad Poor Dad the game cash flow. And so got a lot of things going on. So today it's like I took the time. My lawn needed mowing, and I decided just to do it myself because it provided me with that opportunity to square up the lines, get my head clarified, get the things that are extraneous out of it, and kind of refocus on something that you can see immediate progress. That's one of the things that happens, that I love to mow lawns, my own lawn at least. Not anybody. I'm not going to mow your lawn or the neighbor's lawn, but when I mow my lawn, I like it because I can see immediate progress. So many of the things that we do in our businesses take some time to see the fruits. And that's kind of what's going on when I'm in my home office and I'm working on a lot of different things, raising capital for our fund, preparing some lesson plans for this a class I'm going to start teaching this fall. Actually, it's a series of classes this fall at a local, our university at our church. And so this gives me a few moments, half hour, 45 minutes to mow the lawn, get some lines straightened out, clear out my head, and see some immediate progress. So one of those things, again, I would just say to you is, there's those times you have to do some things yourself, when the other times you'd probably want to hire those out to another vendor or an outside. And that's one of the things we do at Bridge City Factors when we're managing our note funds. There's a lot of activities that we do ourselves because we do it better than anybody else. And obviously that's a high dollar value return for their fund and our investors. But then there's a lot of things that we do have vendors that accomplish tasks for us, that we hire that out because they do that better than we can, and actually probably more effective than we can. So it's a matter in your business to try and determine, what do I do better that I can do? What do I need to hire out as a vendor? And if you're wanting to be a passive investor, especially in a real estate fund like we offer, that's where you would hire us out to do that investing arm for you. You benefit, you get the reaps of our rewards, of our labors, of our return on your investment dollars, and you get to go to your bank account on a quarterly basis and see what we've put in there, see what our efforts have resulted for you. Anyway, just got to thinking about that. I'm outside on a beautiful day in the Willamette Valley in Oregon. Thanks a lot for listening to me, and have a great investing day.